Hey guys, yeah, what a busy afternoon we've got underway, and it's only going to get busier as we head into tonight as we track the arrival of Tropical Storm Elsa. So let's start off with what's happening right now on Storm Scan 3. A lot of players on the field, so to speak. We've got a cold front back here to the west. We've got tropical moisture being drawn in northward from Elsa, and then we've got the actual circulation around that tropical storm now lifting into Virginia. Starting with what's happening right now locally, we have one severe thunderstorm warning to tell you about. You can see these storms breaking out mainly to the north and west of the city. Right now we've got one warning for portions of Berks County, also western Lancaster County still under a severe thunderstorm warning. So it's this cell here over Berks County, which does look as though it's starting to weaken a little bit, but it does have heavy rainfall as well as strong damaging winds. Frequent lightning here in Lancaster County as well. This particular warning for much of eastern Berks County and a little portion of northern Montgomery County goes until 4:45 tonight. As we look down toward Elsa, you can see here is what's heading our way, and these outer bands of light to moderate rain already starting to push through parts of Maryland. The heavy rain will be later on tonight for us, but I just want to show you what we're dealing with here along the border of Virginia and North Carolina. You can see these outer bands that have embedded thunderstorms within them, and there is some detected rotation. These are tornado warnings right now along the border of North Carolina and Virginia. So this is something we're going to have to watch as Elsa continues to push north. There are also flash flood warnings in effect for that area. So storm activity will be relatively scattered in nature through the next several hours. 6:15, we may start to see some locally heavy, possibly severe storms around the Philadelphia area and points north and west. There is a severe thunderstorm watch for our region. Then it's relatively light to moderate rainfall as Elsa starts to lift in before the heavy stuff gets here later on tonight. So the brunt of the storm really will be about midnight to 4 or 5 a.m. It's looking like it's going to take a slightly more easterly track than what we saw yesterday. So that means the axis of heaviest rainfall will be over interior South Jersey, Cumberland County, Camden, Gloucester counties, Atlantic County, and right on up into Burlington County. We will see pockets of heavy rain around the city and suburbs, but the worst of it looks to be just east of Philadelphia. Then it moves out, and look at this, by 11:15 tomorrow morning, the sun may be out, but there could even be another threat for severe storms tomorrow evening as that cold front comes through. So all of our coastal communities, including southern Burlington, are under this tropical storm warning for flooding, rain, damaging wind, and strong storms. Peak winds sustained at 35 to 45 miles per hour, peak wind gust over 50 miles an hour, and there is the threat for flash flooding. Almost the entire region under a flash flood watch for locally up to 4 inches of rain. And again, I think the axis of heaviest rainfall will be right here across interior South Jersey. But of course, we will feel impacts at the coast as well. We're going to break it down region by region. For that, I'm going to send it out to meteorologist Matt Peterson, who joins us from the CBS 3 Sky Deck. Hey, Matt.
Yeah, hey, good afternoon, Kate. Thanks. And like you said, we're going to be talking about how this impacts each of us across the region. Of course, typically when we think of tropical systems, we're always talking about the shore points from the Delaware beaches up through South Jersey, and that is still going to be probably the prime area when it comes to some of the strongest winds, even though, as Kate was talking about, that heaviest rain looks to maybe push into interior parts of South Jersey. But let's talk about those coastal effects here as we start to think about what we're going to be experiencing over the next probably about 24 to 36 hours. The good news is over the last about 24 hours or so, the coastal effects from Elsa are actually looking like they're starting to become relatively limited, and the reason for this is because this is actually going to be a relatively fast-moving storm coming through and pushing across the area maybe as fast as 40 miles an hour. That's the storm motion, not the wind speed. The storm motion moving at 40 miles an hour. So what this means is even though we're going to get that onshore flow across the Delaware beaches and across the Jersey shore, it doesn't allow enough time for that water to really pile up, and it doesn't allow that storm surge to be as big of a problem. And not only that, the good news is this is also going to be passing during the overnight hours when we actually will have low tide. So all those things are actually working in our favor to limit the coastal effects. But across the region, it is still going to be problematic for us. Philadelphia and the suburbs, again, like Kate has been saying, windy with those periods of rain. But as you get closer to the coastline from South Jersey and then into Delaware, that's where that heavy rain will fall. The interior parts there where we have the flash flooding threat, and continuing again even closer to the Jersey Shore, the tropical storm force wind gusts that could be as high as Kate also said to 50 miles an hour. So with that threat for severe weather and an isolated spin-up tornado, definitely not ruled out. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll talk a little bit more about that flash flooding threat and how water typically can be one of the bigger problems for us compared to the wind when we have these tropical systems. Kate?
Thanks so much, Matt. And like you said, we're going to be continuing to watch this through tonight because even if we don't get the worst of the storm surge, the shore will be battered by some very strong winds. Again, it's a quickly moving system. When you're talking about forward motion, like Matt said, 40 miles an hour, this thing is going to get in and get out pretty quickly, most of it contained to the overnight hours. But it is going to produce winds gusting as high as 60 miles per hour along the shore points, and that's the concern for possible power outages, wind damage across the shore points and interior Delaware. We are going to possibly see some strong wind gusts in the city, but nothing quite as heavy, quite as strong, I should say, as what they will see further inland. So let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day forecast, which is not pulling up for me here, but we are going to take a quick look at that. If I can get it here, we'll take a look at that in just a moment. But another look at Storm Scan 3 as this all comes together, all of these ingredients, all of these players on the field here producing strong thunderstorms, strong winds, and Elsa's wrath has not even really been felt in our region just yet. That's going to be later on tonight into the overnight hours. Coming up, I'll have that 7-day forecast for you. And good news, Yuki, it's looking a little quieter and more tranquil as we head into the weekend. Back to you.